Some people can walk into a room and instantly feel dangerous, not because of what they say, because of what they don't. The fake smile, the delayed reaction, the eyes that scan the room before they answer you. And somehow, your body notices it before your mind does. You've probably felt this before, meeting someone for the first time, and within seconds, something inside you whispered, "Be careful." But maybe nobody taught you why, because humans are constantly speaking, even in silence, and once you understand the small signals people leak without realizing it, you stop seeing conversations the same way forever. The strange part? Most people reveal who they are in the first 30 seconds. Not perfectly, but enough. Enough to see insecurity, enough to spot manipulation, enough to notice kindness that words try to hide. And tonight, you're going to learn how. Imagine this. You meet someone new. Maybe it's at school, at work, a party, a family gathering. They smile instantly, too instantly. Before you even finish introducing yourself, they're already talking about themselves, their achievements, their opinions, their stories. And something feels off. Not terrible, just exhausting. Now compare that to another person. They speak calmly. Their face relaxes when you talk. They don't rush to impress you. They actually listen. You leave the conversation feeling lighter, safe. That feeling matters more than most people realize, because your nervous system reads people faster than your brain explains them. That's the first secret. You are not overthinking everyone. You are detecting patterns, tiny ones, and your body has been practicing this since childhood. Here's something nobody tells you. People don't reveal themselves through confidence. They reveal themselves through tension. Watch carefully when someone feels emotionally exposed. That's when the mask slips. A truly confident person usually moves slower. They don't desperately fill silence. They don't force eye contact every second. They don't need constant validation. But insecure people often overperform confidence. Too loud, too charming, too rehearsed. Because insecurity leaks through excess. And once you notice this, you start seeing it everywhere. The co-worker who laughs too hard at every joke, the friend who constantly interrupts, the person who acts unbothered while secretly watching everyone's reactions. Most behavior is compensation, not personality. Pause for a second. Think about the people who made you feel emotionally tired the fastest, not the openly rude ones, the confusing ones, the people whose words sounded nice, but their energy felt sharp. That contradiction is important because humans trust consistency. When someone's body language and words don't match, your brain quietly enters survival mode. For example, someone says, "I'm happy for you," but their smile disappears too quickly. Or they compliment you while subtly insulting you at the same time. Or they keep agreeing with you, yet their body stays tense the entire conversation. Your brain notices these mismatches instantly, even if you can't explain them yet. And manipulators rely on one thing: that you ignore your first instinct to avoid seeming rude. Now, here's where it gets deeper. The fastest way to read someone isn't by watching how they speak. It's by watching how they react when they lose control for a moment. Watch what happens when they get interrupted. They don't get attention. They hear no. They're slightly embarrassed. Someone else succeeds. That's where the real personality appears, because pressure reveals emotional habits. A kind person under pressure usually becomes quieter. An entitled person becomes irritated. An insecure person becomes defensive. A manipulative person changes masks instantly. And once you understand this, you stop falling for polished personalities. You start paying attention to emotional patterns instead. There's also Something else most people miss, the eyes, not in a dramatic look into their soul way, but in timing. People who are lying often focus too much on controlling their expressions, almost like they're acting. Meanwhile, genuine people usually forget to manage themselves perfectly. Their reactions appear naturally, not strategically. And no, this doesn't mean every nervous person is fake. Some people avoid eye contact because of anxiety. Some fidget because they're overwhelmed. That's why reading people isn't about judging one signal. It's about clusters, patterns, consistency. Anyone can fake confidence for 10 seconds. Very few can fake emotional authenticity for long. Here's a subtle trick emotionally intelligent people use without realizing it. They pay attention to how people make others feel, not just themselves. Watch how someone treats people they don't need. The waiter, the quiet friend, the awkward person in the group, the person with less status. That reveals more than charm ever will, because character always appears where there's nothing to gain. Some people are only kind when there's an audience. Others remain gentle even when nobody notices. That difference changes your life once you see it. And maybe the hardest truth is this. Sometimes the people who seem the warmest at first become the most emotionally draining later. Because intensity is not connection. Fast attachment is not trust. Oversharing is not intimacy. Some people mirror you quickly just to feel accepted. Some do it to control you. Some do it because they're terrified of abandonment. But healthy people usually unfold slowly, naturally, without forcing closeness. That's why peace often feels unfamiliar to people who grew up around emotional chaos. Chaos feels exciting. Peace feels boring. Until one day, you realize calm people don't make you anxious. They make you feel safe enough to breathe. Pause again. Think about the people you trusted too quickly. What did you ignore? The discomfort? The inconsistency? The way your body tightened around them? Most people don't get hurt because they're weak. They get hurt because they were taught to doubt themselves, to ignore tension, to smile through discomfort, to explain away red flags. And over time, that disconnects people from their instincts. But your instincts were never the enemy. Unhealed fear can mislead you. Past trauma can confuse signals. But deep down, your body often notices danger long before your mind creates excuses for it. The real goal isn't becoming paranoid, it's becoming aware. There's a difference. Awareness lets you notice emotional patterns without immediately judging people, because everyone leaks pain somehow. Some through anger, some through silence, some through control, some through endless people-pleasing. And when you start understanding this, you stop asking, is this person good or bad? You start asking, how does this person handle emotions? That question changes everything, because someone's emotional habits eventually become your emotional environment. And maybe that's the biggest realization of all. Reading people isn't really about becoming smarter than everyone else. It's about protecting your peace, choosing safer connections, avoiding emotional traps earlier, understanding yourself through the reactions you have around others, because the people around you shape your nervous system more than you think. Some people make you overthink every word. Others make silence feel comfortable. Some people drain your energy after 5 minutes. Others make you feel more like yourself. Your body notices the difference long before your mind admits it. So the next time you meet someone new, don't just listen to their words. Watch the pauses, the reactions, the tension, the consistency. Watch how they handle discomfort. Watch how they treat powerless people. Watch whether your body relaxes or prepares for danger around them. Because in the first 30 seconds, people rarely tell you who they are, but they almost always leak it.